correct. Race 109, Final C, lightweight men double scull, China. I'm Regis Jolly from Switzerland, Swiss International Umpire. The role of the umpires is to be sure that the rules are enforced and to be sure that safety and fairness are there on the regatta. That's the job. The main tasks of umpires are very various and different. At the Control Commission, that's the first part of the journey of a rower going for a regatta. There would be all the safety check. They have the ID check too, to know who is the guys on the boat, where they are seated, and then they can go on the water. Boats have to be weighed sometimes, and that's also the part of my team. The starter itself is responsible for the start area. His role is to make all the operation at the start as calm as possible, not to disturb the concentration of the rower.
Attention.
And is in charge of making the start on time. And then you have a second umpire at the start, which is on the side of the rowing course. He is responsible that the start is all the boats are perfectly aligned at the start. For all the races except the final A, we are using zonal umpiring. Means the umpires are not moving along the race. They're just staying in position, checking that everything is fine. And for the final A, probably because the stress is a bit more and that we have to be sure that everything runs fine, umpires are following the races all along the race just to be sure that fairness and safety are enforced. You have to be diplomatic first. I'm assuming that you can say everything to anybody, it's just depending on the way you make it. And if you make it with explanation, that we are not here only to disturb, but explaining why you're doing that, it's much more easier to get that from the crews and from the accompanying person. But sometimes you also have to be very strict. At the finish tower, we have two judges mainly. One is responsible of the finish tower. He is the guy responsible of making the results official. And the second one is the judge at the finish, sitting on the line. At the finish, you are seeing the best part of the race, finish line, and you have the final results. And the guys on the line is the one who have to challenge the photo finish if needed. I'm loving people, so having a lot of international people there meets different mix of culture, and it's very, very interesting. We're here to make the show for the athletes, not being present. A good race is when you didn't remark that there were any umpires on the lake. That's the way we are trying to achieve. As I always say to my crews at the end of the daily jury meeting, make my day boring. So do the job properly, that I, as president of the jury, has time to walk around and have some coffee with friends. That's it.